Hey yo guys, what is going on? Or welcome to another video. Now you can know what video I'm making today. If you had watched my live stream the other night, or if you've been on the PlayStation or whatever, you will know that this is in fact the Leeds United preview. I am absolutely buzzing. I cannot wait for this game. Honestly, Sunday can't come around quick enough. I'm gutted we're actually playing on Sunday because at the Sunderland game, I wish it was tomorrow because I'm just buzzing for it. I can't wait for it to be, if the truth be told. Let me know if you're going to the game. Let me know in the comments. This is the preview. I have got a load of stuff right in front of me. It took me a long time to write all this down because there's no way in this world I can remember all of this in front of me. Most of it actually was in my head. I just thought of it as I was going along, checked I was right, and I was writing everything I was putting down. So there's a lot to go through, man. There's a lot to go through. But before we get into this one, this is a double upload day. So after this one goes out, I'll be recording again around. I'm not going to tell you what time I'm going to record in case you see another video. Listen, I can't tell you nothing about my next video that I am going to be putting out at a certain time. Now make sure you're on this channel because both videos will be uploaded tonight by 7 o'clock, being this one and the next one will be uploaded by 7 o'clock tonight. Make sure you're on the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you got your notifications on so you're notified when the second video goes up. I'm not telling you a single thing about the second video. You need to be on the channel pretty much all day until 7 o'clock, or just put your notifications on if you're notified when the second video goes up, because you're not getting nothing. I'm not telling you a thing. You must be on the channel, so that's it. That's how it's going. If you're not subscribed, listen, check back at 7 o'clock and the other video will be uploaded, but just subscribe anyway. You know, trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm confident we will do it. I'm confident with 440 of us now that are on this channel, and honestly, you're legends, absolute legends. I say it all the time, but you are. This is my dream. Let me live it out. If you want to become a legend, man, subscribe to the channel, and you will be certified as a legend of the A.J.T channel. So we're gonna get into this video now. I'm gonna look to my left as I've got paper with a lot of things written down in front of me. There's a lot of stuff to go through, man. There's a lot of stuff to go through. So Leeds United, as we know, the player Elland Road, should I say, not Elland Road. I mean Elland Road. And the manager is Thomas Christensen. If that's how you pronounce it, he's a Spanish geezer. You might know Kalanka, might have him in his phone book. Might go to Nando's together, you never know. That's the manager of Leeds. Now, if you get into their form, so let me tell you now that the last 5 games have not been very pretty for Leeds United. Let me tell you that now. There's no reason. Well, I mean, the reason to why they are 10th, it's right in front of me to why they are 10th. In the last 5 games, they've only won 1 game. They've drawn none. They've lost 4. And the League actually lost 3 on the bounce as well. And the thing is, they lost 1 to Reading. Then they went and beat Bristol 3-0. And then they went and got beat for 3 games in a row. We'll go through exactly what happened. So, the 1 game they've won is Bristol City away, and they beat them 3-0 on October 21st. And that's the only win they've had since then. They've not won a game since then. They lost at home to Reading, 1-0. They lost at home to Sheffield United, 2-1. They lost at home to Derby, 4-1. That was at home. And lost away to Brentford, 3-1. So, you know, I mean, they are scoring goals, but they aren't winning games. And I see this now. And I think Boro, coming off the 3 wins on the bounce, they're coming off the back of 3 defeats. They're going to need a morale boosting. But we're already confident. Now we know Ireland were kicked out the well, should I say knocked out of the qualifier of the World Cup the other night, which has obviously Randolph and Christie both play a part in their team. Well, Christie is actually suspended for this game after picking up a 5th booking against Sunderland. Randolph will probably be in goal. I'm hoping that doesn't affect his confidence of what happened at Ireland. I'm sure it won't, since this is like club duties. Kind of hoping it doesn't, but I look at this record now of them losing 3 games on the bounce. 3 at home, 4 at home, and only losing 1 away from home. So I'm confident. I'll definitely the game will go down. We'll discuss it at the end. But just looking at their form right now, in terms of right now, depending on how I feel at the end of this, preview, then I'll tell you exactly how I feel. But looking at that right now, I'm confident. That's almost like part 1 of this. I feel confident reading that. They've got a lot of top scorers now. They are banging in the goals. As I've said, they do score goals. They just fail to put teams away at the minute. I can't pronounce the goal scorer. That's top goal scorer. Have a good try. Samuel Sayes. Don't really know how to pronounce his name. Anyway, the guy's on form. 8 goals and 3 assists. Good form for him at the minute. They've got another one called Kamar Roof. Now, I know this guy because, like I say, I know people that are Leeds fans. And they bang on about this guy. Obviously, I mean, it's almost like religion to them that this guy has to play every week. Apparently, he's a big player in Leeds' team. He's got 6 goals and 2 assists. And the 3rd top goal scorer for them is Pierre Michael Lazagar, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's got 5 goals and he has 3 assists. So, like I said, they've got a few top high goal scorers there. They are scoring the goals, but they're failing to put teams away. Now, will that change on Sunday? Who knows? We'll have to obviously watch the game to see, but judging by that, you know what I mean, they can rack up the goals, and there was other goal scorers in their team that are on 5 goals, 4 goals, 3 goals, etc. But just looking at that one there, I thought to myself, you know what I mean, they've got players there that can create, players that can put the ball in the back of the net as well, so we've got to watch out for them individuals. But to be honest with you, there's about 8 players I think that have scored goals for them this season, and they haven't just scored 1, they scored 2 or 3. Going right to the figure of 5 and 6, so we have to be on form this weekend. As simple as that. We have to be prepared for this. They're at home. I looked at the club website earlier. They've sold over just 32,000 tickets. That's not. I don't think I was counting the away section. I know Boro have completely sold out for this game. I'm sure Leeds will be as well. But I looked earlier. They sold 32,000 tickets, so they are selling them. I'm sure it'll be a great atmosphere. But you know, both teams for me. You know what I mean? Leeds have got to bring something for their fans, and Boro have got to bring something for our fans as well. So, you know, it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. I'm hoping we win it, of course, but I don't think it'll be easy. So, we're going to look now at something that I found earlier. It was players that have played for both clubs. And there might be more than this. These are just ones that I could think of at the top of my head. So we've got 4 that I've written down. You may know the players I'm going to say already. You know, for players that have played for Leeds and Middlesbrough. Jonathan Woodgate being the first one. As we know, he went there and he had a good time at Leeds. He went on to play for Real Madrid. He played for Newcastle, unfortunately. He came back to Boro. I think the guy played for Tottenham. He played for a few decent clubs. I love Johnny Woodgate personally. I loved him at Boro. And you know, he came here, he went away, and he came back. So you know, showed his loyalty to us when he came back, obviously. But I do love Johnny Woodgate, man. I do love him. Yeah, big player to me. And obviously, I know he doesn't play for us now. Obviously, he has retired, but I still have a. You know what I mean? Jonathan Woodgate for me is still up there for me. Obviously, he's one of the best defenders I've watched for Middlesbrough in his prime. In his prime, he was fantastic, to be honest. I mean, a lot of you may not agree, but personally, in my opinion, in his prime, I loved watching him. And the next one being Mark Viduka. This guy was unreal at Middlesbrough. He was very, very good for Leeds as well. Yeah, decent for both clubs. I loved watching Mark Viduka play. I knew if he played at Boro would score goals every week. That's how I felt when he stepped on the football pitch. Mark Viduka for me was fantastic. Unfortunately as well, he went on to go and play for Newcastle, which is such a shame. But this guy, I loved him, man. Mark Viduka, I loved him. Danny Mills, another one. He was in the Carling Cup winning team. He was at right back, the ball dead. And obviously, you know, Boro had that old chant going. You know, we got Danny Mills because Leeds can't pay their bills. That was the old chant that we used to go around. I like Danny Mills as well. I thought he was a good player. And the last one I could think of was Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Now, this guy was my favourite player growing up. I know Paul Ince is my all-time favourite Boro player ever. But this guy growing up, when he was up front with Viduka and Yakubu, listen, them three were a force, I thought. And Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank was fantastic. I used to love watching that guy play. 3 kicks were unreal. That one against Man City. And I think he had that like 202 miles an hour. This guy was a special player, I thought, honestly. And even though he's getting older, he still had it. So I used to love watching Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank as well. Now, another guy that's been at both clubs. Not so much play for both clubs, but he has managed. And he is managing for a current club. That is Gary Monk. Now, Gary Monk, how much sticks is he going to get this Sunday? Well, I can only imagine he's going to get quite a bit. That's all I can imagine. He's going to get quite a bit of stick. Having left Leeds to go to Middlesbrough. Now, we are associated in the footballing world as rivals, Middlesbrough and Leeds. Was it a bad move for him to do? Not really, because Gary Monk's proving that he can, he's taking better places. We are in a playoff spot under him. He had a bit of a blip at the start of the season, but he's sorting himself out now. I think if Boro go there Sunday and get a win, that guy will get so much stick. If we're 1-0 up or 2-0 up, cruising 70 minutes, their fans could turn on Gary Monk. I think he's got broad enough shoulders to take it on the chin, if I'm quite honest with you. I don't think it'll affect him at all. In fact, I think it might just thrive him on to want to crush Leeds even more. But like I say, I've got some things written down in front of me. So he managed Swansea City. That was his first managerial appointment. And he managed them under the 2014-2015 season. He actually played 260 games for Swansea. So he's a pretty loyal player to Swansea. Then went on to manage them. He spent a season there, and then he went off to Leeds, where he managed them for the 2016-2017 season. And they were just unfortunate to get the playoffs last season. They did finish 7th. Reading overtook them. And now he's at Middlesbrough. So now I say, he spent a season, at each club. and hopefully he spends more than a season at Middlesbrough. Obviously, we got him on a 3-year deal, I think it was. So, you know, this guy, he may get a lot of stick off the Leeds fans, but listen, as long as he can't hear them because Boro sing louder than what Leeds do, then there's going to be no problems there. But I do feel like, you know, he don't get me wrong, he's going back to his old club, isn't he? The fans are going to try and get some stick behind him, but listen, man, the Boro fans are going to be behind him 100%. And if we're winning, listen, a Gary Monk chant will come out, Leeds fans, trust me. We will outsing. I believe we will outsing Leeds United, truthfully. And I know Leeds United have got this great support and all this famous history and whatnot, but you know what I mean? That all goes out the window, lads. End of the day, you're playing Middlesbrough, we're playing Leeds. If we get classed as rivals, that all goes out the window. We don't want to lose this game, Boro. Leeds don't want to lose this game to Boro. And I'll tell you why, because we've got some head-to-heads now, but you know, you can try and slag off Gary Monk as much as you want, but he's come to the best club. Let's be honest. He's come to a better team, come to a better club. He's now playing, much as I say, now he's managing under a better chairman than what Leeds United have got. I'm just saying. So we look at the head-to-heads, and the last 2 times these sides met. And the first one, well, should I say, it was in the 15-16 season. The first time the teams met, it was on the 27th of September in 2015. And Boro won 3-0. It was an own goal from Leeds United as well in that game from their defender. And I actually got on Sky Sports celebrating the 2 goals in the first half. And yeah, it was good. I mean, I come back and I watched it and I saw myself. And as you do, you sort of point yourself out and put it all over social media because you got on Sky Sports. Yeah, Boro won 3-0. I was at that game. And like I say, man, it was a red hot day. It was a great day for football. We beat Leeds 3-0. It was a great game, if I'm honest with you. Leeds sold that as well. They also had a goal disallowed. And when they all cheered and then it got ruled out, I laughed. Yeah, I laughed at you, Leeds fans. I laughed at you. And then they met again, February 15th. And remember we had that picture of Ali Brownlee in the stadium. It was a really touching moment. Everyone lit up the stadiums with the phones, including the Leeds fans, which I clapped the Leeds fans for doing that. And everyone else did, to be fair. Everyone was, I think you know, a few people were crying, obviously Ali Brownlee and stuff like that. You know, he's such a big name in Middlesbrough. And like I say, everyone held up the phones. Everyone was clapping on the 56th minute. And honestly, that was a special moment when that happened. That was a special moment, you know what I mean? So rest in peace, Ali Brownlee, man. I still miss you, man. I still miss putting the radio on and not hearing Ali Brownlee's voice. I don't think it'll ever sound the same for me because growing up, it was always Ali Brownlee on the radio. And now when you put it on, you know, I still love listening to Amado, but you know, not having Ali Brownlee on the radio as well, it is a sad moment, if the truth be told. So that was the last time. That was the second to last time we met Leeds, and we ended 0-0 in that game. I'll run you through my X1 right now. In goal, I've gone for Darren Randolph. Like I say, hopefully his confidence is restored, going back to Boro, and you know, getting his training in after the World Cup qualifier, obviously exit. Which is obviously sad for him. You know, he had a great game in the first leg against Denmark. Second leg, 5 goals went in past him. So hopefully he can pick himself up. You know, hopefully he can do that. You know, this big game coming up. To the back 4, we know Christie because obviously, as I've said, he is suspended. It's going to be Fabio right back. My 2 centre pairing. No Dale Fry, unfortunately. IR has been doing really, really well. I thought since he's come in. He didn't do so well at the start. I did say that, but having watched him of late, he's done really, really well. Found his feet again. So I'm going to go IR, let him Gibson in the middle. Left back being George French, since Fabio can't play there, with Christie being out. My 2 centre pairing in the midfield are going to be Leadbitter and Johnny Howson, the captain being Grant Leadbitter. And them 2 for me, I feel like we found a real solid partnership there. And I don't think you can change that. I think that's fantastic, them 2 players. My centre back midfielder is going to be Martin Braithwaite. This guy, obviously he's going to the World Cup now, so he will be full of beans. And like I say, he's playing unbelievable for Middlesbrough now. Got an assist against Sunderland as well for that ball through the Tavernier that he put away. And like I say, I love that player, man. Martin Braithwaite is doing absolutely incredible for Middlesbrough. With 2 wingers, I've gone for Tavernier on the left, which is no surprise. I said after the Bournemouth game, this guy is unbelievable, man. Tavernier is going to be a star. If you keep playing the way he's playing, if you can try to stay injury-free as much as you can, this guy will be absolutely quality. On the right-hand side, I'm not going to push Stewie Downing in. I'm going to go for pace, because against Sunderland, I thought we lacked a real bit of pace. I'm going to go for Adama Traore. And up top is the main man. You all know who I'm going to put in. It's the boy Brittson Bolonga. That's my X1 for this game. Let me know yours. Leeds fans, let me know yours for your team. Let me know exactly what you think about the game and stuff like that. And how do you think Leeds will prepare for it? Boro fans, let's have a chit-chat in the comments about the game, or Boro fans, and you run me through exactly what you're expecting to see from the game, what you're hoping to see, the team you're hoping Gary Monk or whatever your manager goes for. And like I say, let's just have an overall good game. And I said it against Leeds. Let's not have none of this fighting business after the game. Let's go there, watch our teams. All the banter in the stadium is great when you have banter with the home and away supporters. But when the game finishes, let's always make it home safely. You know what I mean? Let's have no daft fights and whatnot. But I say, give a prediction for this game. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Middlesbrough. It won't be easy, but I do think we can pull through, come off the back of 3 back-to-back wins. And with Leeds coming off the back of 3, obviously coming off the back of 3 defeats, I don't feel like that's going to help them. And I feel like Boro can take that, and we can really push it in our stride and obviously get the win this Sunday. I'm buzzing for it, man. If you see us being Boro Fan TV, make sure you pop over. We'll be outside the game somewhere, probably in the away end, you know, outside the stadium. So make sure you pop over and see us. If you see us before the game, give us a shout. You know, we always come over and talk to you guys. It's great to meet you, actually. It's great to meet you, especially when you're watching all the videos. You guys take care. Boro 2-1 for me this Sunday. Have a safe journey there. Boro fans, have a safe journey home. Let's get the 3 points up that Boro.